My guest is Gordon Coulson. Gordon is with the Veterans Memorial at the Sunset Beach Town Park. Gordon, welcome to our show.
Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it.
You and those with whom you work have a great story, and it started a number of years ago. Tell us how the idea of a Veterans Memorial really got started.
Well, I think being a Vietnam vet came out, and now people are really taking a look at supporting the soldiers, the veterans, the men and women that are going in now, those that have come out, and those that are not living anymore. And this started back, I think, in about 2004. My knowledge is pretty limited, but I believe it started with the former chief of police by the name of Jay Carr and perhaps Mr. Lou DeVita.
And since then, you've moved into the stage of raising money.
We have.
We're going to talk about the bricks here in a minute, which is a great story. And of course, we have a pictorial just behind you to show what the park will look like.
Yes, sir.
Why a Veterans Memorial? I know the answer, but I want our viewers to know that.
The Veterans Memorial is an important way to remember those that have served our country.
Right.
For those that have not served the country, it's important for them too, because they now know what our soldiers of today go through, do, and are trying to keep the world peace. And we ask those folks too to come forward and buy a brick or give a donation so that we can go ahead and complete this venture that we're on right now, with the memorial being in the Sunset Beach Park. Why Sunset Beach Park, you might ask? Well,
sure.
There was no other space large enough to put something, and when the town of Sunset Beach bought the park, we made an effort and put together a proposal to them to allow us to put a Veterans Memorial in the park there. We got a unanimous vote to do it. We reduced the footprint just a bit, but we broke ground on Memorial Day, and
we'll put a picture on the screen that shows the space, but it really is quite ample for the memorial.
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Before we went on the air, we talked about the presence of veterans in Brunswick County, which is really unique. Give me those numbers again.
Well, the numbers that we found in Brunswick County, there are approximately 15,000 veterans of some form or another, whether they're retired, they were drafted and only put 2 years in way back when, they enlisted into the services that they wanted to enlist in, have now come down and lived here. And a lot of them are North Carolinians, but like myself, there's a whole lot of us that have transplanted from places all over the country, right here in Brunswick County.
I'm one of those also.
Great, yeah.
And I've said before that the veterans in Brunswick County have a quiet presence.
They do.
But it is definitely felt, definitely felt.
It really is, and the folks that have come forward to try and talk about what their adventure was in Vietnam, there's a lot of guys, and men and women, I should say, that they don't really want to talk about it when they've seen where we're going to do it, and now with the actual turn, they know it's coming. So with your help, and especially this, is that we're going to build this memorial this summer. We're going to start in August, and we'll have it built and ready for dedication on November the 11th this year, Veterans Day.
It's an awesome project. I'm so much in admiration of you and your group. Let's get back to business and talk about the sale of bricks. That's important. Tell us about that. And of course, we have some here.
Yeah, these bricks that you're seeing on the camera here, the smaller one is the 4x8 brick. That's $100. The bigger brick is an 8x8. It's $200. And on our brick forms, when the folks make them out, sometimes they want to just put their name, you know, or somebody else, and it doesn't fit. So you have the option to buy a $100 brick or a $200 brick. And then we also, if we take 4 of those 8x8 bricks, it's called an array.
Okay.
And that array is $1,500. Now what that does for folks is they could, you know, you take those and you can, we're working with our brick team down in Florida, and it's a special make. And basically what those people are doing, they have a lot of people to put on it, or a lot of stuff to say, and
So it allows you to tell more of your story.
more of the story. That's correct.
And where would those go? I know we have the pictorial here.
Yeah, in the pictorial, these are the floor of the monument, Jim, and the pathways going in, there's 3 entrances there. They'll be made up of the 8x8 bricks.
Okay.
The 4x8 bricks they are the real big foundation of this thing, and we'll be selling bricks for a long time. But right now, I'd like to tell everybody that we are in the process of. We've already got 404 bricks, a combination of the 4x8 and 8x8, that we have proofed what the people have given us as information. And we're going to take and cut off on the 24th of June to allow us time to get these down to brick markers so that the bricks can be cut and then sent back to us in September so that we can put them on the slab of cement, which is ready to go.
Okay, I'll call that round 1 because by the time our viewers see this, that date will have passed.
Good. Okay,
but you'll be moving toward the next round, obviously.
Absolutely, and we're going to try to focus on a semi-annual quota or number so that we can set people coming in after June 24th can buy a brick, and it'll be not till probably Memorial Day of next year. But from dedication time in November to Memorial Day, we'll pick up and start doing
Now,
it.
most of us know the 4 major services, the branches of the service, but there's a 5th and a 6th.
There is.
Give us those as well.
Yep, what you're looking at right here, we do. You can't see the one that's behind the 2 children, the statues there, but we've got Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard, and then the number 6 there is the Merchant Marine.
Right.
And
right.
They did yeoman's work during World War II.
Absolutely.
And they finally got recognized in 1958, and why not put them in there?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Gordon, you're the chairman of a steering committee that has gotten this off the ground,
Yes, sir.
but you may want to mention the other members of your steering committee, and I'll hand you that piece of
Great.
paper just to make sure we get them all.
Yeah, because I got a good memory, Jim, but it's not that good. And yes, I am the chairman. My first vice chair is a fellow by the name of John Corbett. Second vice chair, Aaron Joseph. Our secretary is Loretta Danielek. Our treasurer is Charlie Nern. Members of the steering committee are Bob Hanania, Chuck Helmbolt, Joe Johnson, Jay Kerr, and Lou DeVita and Jerry Anduar. And that's the bulk of our whole committee. We do have some volunteers, but we're always looking for volunteers down the road.
Well, a great big thanks to all of those as well.
Absolutely.
Let's mention the website, www.sb for Sunset Beach, vets.org.
Correct.
And we'll get that on the screen as well.
Correct. And the other way to do it, too, is, of course, honoramericasveterans@gmail.com.
Thank you. Gordon Coulson, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
what you're doing, and
Thank you,
thanks
sir.
for being with us today.
Thank you very much.